This monthly community report on our work across the district comes at a key moment, with budget season in full swing at City Hall. As departments make their case for funding, we're making the case for you by staying focused on local priorities and showing where the work is actually getting done. Take Westchester. We made significant headway on long-standing safety and quality of life concerns. We're applying that same urgency across the district, from Brentwood to Playa del Rey, making sure every neighborhood gets the attention it deserves. In Westchester, we secured new enforcement protections at Lincoln and Westchester Parkway, an area where neighbors have consistently raised concerns. We also funded major tree trimming along Manchester Avenue, improving visibility, accessibility, and safety. And on Airport Boulevard, we coordinated operations to address a persistent hotspot for nuisance vehicles. Thanks to the coordinated efforts between our office, sanitation, DOT, and LAPD, conditions have improved for residents and nearby businesses.
So Neighborhood Watch program has been around for a long time. So there was a real effort to sort of invigorate that program once again. And our Councilwoman Tracy Park and her staff also have been very proactive in engaging the community and encouraging people to, if they don't already have one of these Neighborhood Watch programs in place, start one. If they do have one and it's inactive, get it going again. And so what that has blossomed into now is there's a WhatsApp group with over 900, it may even be more, constituents in the Westchester, Playa del Rey, and Playa Vista area who are on this WhatsApp group. And it's a place where we are getting information real time. Incredibly grateful to Councilwoman Park and her staff for really digging in, holding meetings for block captains to really encourage the community to engage and get more involved in this grassroots effort.
In Mar Vista, we conducted a Care Plus operation and impounded several vehicles on Myers Street, where an encampment was illegally stealing electricity from a city light post and had become a serious safety concern for neighbors. We'll continue to monitor this area closely. For questions or to flag any concerns, please reach out to your field deputy, Matt Halden. You can find a full list of your CD11 deputies on our CD11 website. In Del Rey, we celebrated Earth Day by giving away over 100 trees with the Del Rey Neighborhood Council and DWP. We also teamed up with Ballona Creek Renaissance to clean up trash and remove debris at the Centinela entrance. A big thanks to all of the neighbors who showed up and rolled up their sleeves to help out. And on the Culver Median, we did a deep clean, removing trash, palm fronds, and nuisance vehicles. We're also still working with the county and Caltrans to deal with the encampments along the 90 freeway corridor. To everyone living nearby, thank you for your persistence and your patience. I'm going to keep you updated as that work continues.
Hi there, I'm Ravi. I'm with the Del Rey Neighborhood Council, and in April we had a very successful Earth Day tree adoption event where we gave out nearly 100 trees. We worked closely with the CD11 team, LA Conservation Corps, LAWP, and the Marina Del Rey Middle School who hosted the event. CD11 held the planning calls, also ordered the supplies, the canopies, the tables, things like that, and I look forward to doing it next year and in many years to come. Thanks.
We also continued our safety and beautification efforts in Venice. We repaired the safety features on Roma Court, including new signs and street painting to help improve traffic flow through the Silver Strand. We also walked Westminster Park with our Rec and Parks teams after we installed new lighting and landscaping, and we're already working on our next phase of upgrades. Sand removal efforts continue at Horizon, Washington, and Park. And our park team has been busy prepping for the next planning day in our Pollinator Corridor project. A huge shout out to all the volunteers who keep showing up to do this work.
My name's Isabelle Duvivier. I'm one of the co-founders of the Verdant Venice Group. We're a small nonprofit here in Venice. Our mission is to plant trees. We're right now here in the heart of industrial Venice. It was a really blighted neighborhood. We're adding and enriching this community with plants and insects and native plants, and our goal would be to educate the neighbors of this community and all the communities that are impacted by these wildlife areas, so that other people will do this kind of work themselves.
Last Saturday we did a pretty intense, labor-intense project of removing the gravel and putting mulch down, and also a lot of weeding here. CD11 was here, Tracy was here, Sean was here. Sean was fabulous in his white t-shirt, his white Maui t-shirt and his white shorts in the soaking rain. So we got a big kick out of that. And he's worked very hard with the shovel. We had to move a huge mound of soil from one section to another, and it was raining. So it was really fun, actually.
Finally, BSS resurfacing work continued along several major streets. Your district director, Juan Fregoso, was on the ground to help cover operations. We'll keep pushing to make sure this investment in our streets keeps moving forward. In Ladera, the encampment at Alvern Circle has long been a top concern for residents. We completed the legislative process and posted 4118 signs, which go into effect at the end of the month. This allows us to bring regular enforcement and relief to the neighbors in that area. Illegal bonfires at Dockweiler put people and sensitive habitat at risk. So we're working closely with our fire suppression task force to issue citations for illegal fires in Playa and Dockweiler. A big thanks to our friends at Beaches and Harbors, LAFD, and LAPD. Next, you'll hear from Lucy, a longtime resident who's been working with us as we take steps to address encampments in the area.
We are so grateful to CD11 because they are going to install 4118 signs around our area, which is basically in Playa del Rey from Culver Boulevard to Surf Street. This element also protects the beachgoers. We're right adjacent to a street that has a lot of parking, and beachgoers from all over the community come down, and it protects them as well. So it protects many people. We've had many conversations with Trey Grogan, our CD11 representative from Playa del Rey. We've also spoken to some senior advisors as well as Tracy Park, and they've been really helpful.
In Playa Vista, we worked with the Bureau of Street Lighting to fix over 50 streetlights in Crescent Park. Copper wire theft continues to be a problem, but we're moving quickly when repairs are needed, and we're working with LAPD and DWP to build in stronger prevention measures. In Brentwood, we cleared encampments with Care Plus operations at San Vicente and Saltaire, as well as at Barrington and Wilshire. And over on Bristol Circle, our team trimmed overgrown brush so that folks could finally use the sidewalk safely again.
Hi, my name is Tyrone Nance, founder of It's Bigger Than Us. We have been fortunate enough to partner up with Councilwoman Tracy Park's CD11 office to do two impactful events for the community. One being Brentwood Elementary School and Pacific Palisades Elementary School combined resource fair. And secondly, today we're over at Oakwood Recreational Center doing a tax prep and resource fair to support the community as well, and those that have been impacted by the fires. Working with Council District 11 is incredible. They are really thoughtful, caring, shows up for the community, great support staff, and look forward to continue to build and work with them.
West LA saw a ton of progress this month. We posted 4118 signs at Barrington and the 10, and after our Inside Safe operation at the Bundy Triangle, the area remains clear. We also organized a food giveaway with the Westside Food Bank. More than 200 people came out to our pantry at the West LA Municipal Building. And great news, the long-standing issue at 2035 Granville is gone. After working with the New Horizons School and LADOT, we got new parking restrictions queued up that will help create more efficient and safer school drop-offs. Finally, in the Palisades, the Army Corps began clearing townhomes, something we've been pushing for from the start. Meanwhile, Governor Newsom announced that restrictions will be eased on PCH at the end of May, which will help ease access along this vital route. Back in January, I filed legislation to waive permitting fees for the Palisades rebuild, and now we're really grateful to Mayor Bass for her help directing departments to stop collecting them until the City Council approves my ordinance. We also worked with neighbors to remove dangerous debris at Bienvenida and Via Floresta, and we're glad that mess is now handled.
So we're here today because we're proudly demonstrating our very first sign that the PPRA had installed for our safety program that we just recently launched in order to create a virtual gated system with using license plate reader cameras at every ingress and egress point in the Pacific Palisades. And this is a way that we have been able to work very closely with our councilwoman's office as well as with LAPD and create more safety in our community. And especially now that the fires have occurred, this is more important than ever. The councilwoman's office and her entire staff have been with us every step of the way. It's very emotional to think of what they did for us in the actual moment of the fire, but also how stellar they have been since the fire in addressing issues that we've never had to face before, and we couldn't be more grateful.
Every week, our CD11 team is in the field, working with city crews and community members to make your neighborhood safer, cleaner, and better. This update only scratches the surface of what your CD11 team does every day. If you sent in a request, flagged an issue, or volunteered with us this month, thank you. Let's keep the momentum going. We'll see you out there.